Let's see how to schedule the activities using a MIS project. MIS project is a tool given by Microsoft which helps to plan, track, and manage your entire workflow. So we know that for any project there is a start and end date. Right? So when we schedule a project using a MIS project, there are some certain limitations. One of the limitation, if you see here, if I go and say product information, here you can give a specific start date. Let's say I would like to start the project somewhere on 11th of March, but I cannot enter the finish date. So this is disabled. The reason, we have an option that you can either start the project from the start date or you can schedule the project from the finish date. So if I say scheduling the project from the finish date, you see here the start date is disabled. Now the finish date is enabled. That means you can either schedule either from the start or from the finish. We cannot have both. So let's say here I'm starting the project from 11th of March 2024 here. The calendar. So are we using a general standard calendar or are we working in the night hours? Or it's a 24 hours period, right? So based on the project, you can choose the calendar that from here, right? So I'll just go for the standard calendar. I'll say okay. Now here you can see the durations and the start and finish date is not at been shown, right? The reason, as of the current version, activities are scheduled is manual, right? So what we'll do is I just select all this activity, I right click, you get to see something called the project information, click, there you get an option like schedule from project, whether it's manual selection or auto selection, right? Currently this is manual, so that's the reason there's durations and the start and end date is not been shown, right? The moment when I say I want to auto schedule it, I'll say OK. There you go to see that the project start and finish date has been shown. It also says that the duration is 1 day question mark. The question mark indicates are we sure about it. So let's say for requirement gathering, we take 3 days to understand the entire workflow. We write a document for that based on understanding. Let's say we need to get a sign off for the approval, that's 1 day. Design phase, let's say I'm going to take 5 days again for approval. Development, let's say it's 15 days of period. Testing phase, let's say it's again 10 days. Commissioning is, let's say, for 1 day, and rollout is a milestone with 0 delay. So we'll see that you can see a gang chart right on the right hand side. But we need to link those in activity. We know that since this is going one after the other, so we can write the predecessor part. So unless and until the first is not completed, I cannot go with start the second and just key on the preceding ID of the activity, right? So you'll see here the activity starting from 11th of March and it goes till 3rd of, well, let's say the 1st of May, right? If you see it in the Gantt chart menu, right on the extreme right, you can see project summary tasks. I just select project summary tasks and you would see the total number of days is 38. This is a way where we can go and schedule the project using MPP as a tool. Thank you.